Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's your boy Ezigo, and I know, let's just go ahead and start off with the important thing here, and just cut to the chase. I'm going to address the elephant in the room, the fact that my last upload was in April of 2025, about 9 months ago. And just being straight up honest with y'all, I want to go ahead and get into like why I've been gone. And I know because there's a lot of you who actually kind of care and just want to know an update from your boy and what's kind of been happening. But for those of you who might be watching the channel, for anybody who's actually going to return to it at this point, knowing how long I've been gone, for those who are still here to watch the content but don't really care about what I'm going to say, just go ahead and skip forward to the marker that you'll see in the video that will show you exactly when the game begins for this video. But I wanted to take at least a few minutes to kind of talk about why I've been gone, for those who wanted a bit of an explanation and were really supporting me on the journey. And so to kind of start off, y'all, I slowed down. I noticed there was a point where, I'm sure I've talked about it, but you all probably saw that I slowed down with uploads for the videos for the channel when I kind of got my mind more focused on my 9 to 5 that I was doing. And it was a sales job, so it took up a lot of, like, I wouldn't say I tried to bring work home, but hey, when you were working, you were really working. It wasn't, and even though I work from home, so they got the full time out of me, but even after the job, it was hard, and there was times where I didn't have the motivation to make videos, or I didn't have it in me. And not just that, like, there was a lot of personal family things going on as well. So when I ended up leaving the job and I had all these plans that I know I probably talked about in the last video about what I wanted for this channel, but some things I was doing in life, by the time I actually started that journey of trying to do more IRL content and playing people in person and playing viewers, etc., when I actually started recording it, I realized I was just kind of burnt out on life, And I don't want to use it like this because I know some people will take it the wrong way, but I'm just being honest. I was so stressed out, I realized, in such a negative, dark place, that I kind of just had to take a while to figure out what I still wanted from life, but not just from life, but I wanted to do content wise, because it is something that I care a lot about, as y'all can tell, the fact that I'm even here returning. And let's just say eventually I did kind of figure out what I was doing. But it's funny because I really played almost no games on chess.com, but I played a decent amount of games in person with people that I met while I was traveling over like the span of 6 different countries and stuff that I'll probably talk a little bit more on later. And some cool pictures of videos I could probably include. I actually have some content recorded even in that in-between time. It just didn't feel right to put out because like my heart wasn't there in the content anymore, and I just didn't feel like I was actually giving my best effort at creating art to share with the world, And that's what this is at the end of the day. Like, it'd be nice to get something out of it, but on a basic level, I still want to put out things that I'm confident in, that I think people will enjoy. So I feel a lot better now, and I kind of have a better idea of where I want my content creation journey to go and what I want to be as a person. And the slow grind it takes to get there, sure, but also letting it kind of sort itself out of what it's going to present. So I'm not about to deliver any lofty promises of what I can or can't do for this channel anymore. If people are still watching, I appreciate y'all. If you're not, I understand. For those who reached out to me and were just trying to show love, whether that was on different social media, whether that was on the comment section of different videos, whether that was finding me in the weirdest of places, thank y'all. I hear you. I want to give a special shout out to Oscar Plays Chess. He actually is a lot of the reason why I even gave heavy attention to try and figure out what I really wanted from all of this in general recently. So shout out to you, and this video and me actually playing it's dedicated to you. But also, I can't start off a chess video or another chess video and kind of also ignore one more thing. RIP Daniel Naroditsky. He was a player who inspired me in playing chess, but not so much of his chess play. But as I was someone who was getting more into like the sport and the game, I watched so many of his videos to learn how to play chess. And his tragic passing at age 29, it had an impact on me because I was still following the chess world even if I wasn't actively contributing to it. And I wanted to say that the next video I made at that time, I knew that I would make another chess video. I decided that the next one I made, it was going to be dedicated to his memory. So this game and the next game I play on this channel is for GM Daniel Naroditsky. Something to probably keep in mind, y'all. I'm not that good at chess anymore. Like, my elo hasn't changed much because I haven't played much on chess.com. It's dropped under 1,000, whoop-de-doo. But I would confidently say I'm probably playing at about the level of a they take, I take, he takes, I take. That's protected there. Okay, I'm probably playing at about the level of like a 750. So if this game is a win, I would be very much surprised. Very much surprised. But I'm going to try and win nonetheless, because at the end of the day, we don't have like a quitter's attitude. Okay. Okay. If he doesn't take that, I'm going to move. I kind of want to leave this here and give myself the opportunity to... Okay. Now this can get tricky though. So I'm going to go ahead and accept this. Because I didn't want to leave this here. He presents something funky there. My queen's being attacked. I could take back, but then I don't know. It got a little confusing for me, to be honest. A little bit more confusing than I wanted it to be. I'll say that. I also need to get my king castled, right? I need to remember to play some level of like principal chess here. I don't want to trap my bishop in though. I could always move the queen there and then fianchetto the bishop, which isn't a bad idea, maybe. I'm just scared that in some way I'm going to get my queen pinned to my king. And that's not what I want at all. Especially since he can bring... Yeah, okay. I kind of saw that move coming. And this only has two defenders right now. And if he does something like this... Like, obviously he can, I guess, because I could take and then... But if I take, then he would take, and then I'm out of luck. What I can do... Okay, maybe I can just scrap that idea. And just castle this way. I guess it's not really what I wanted, but I'll accept it. I did just weaken my structure over here. But I could put pressure on his queen. He can't move the queen necessarily like down. He could put me in check, and then I can just slide over, and I'm not really being threatened too hard anymore. So let's try this. I have an idea. It might not be the best idea, but I have an idea, because I have a feeling... Wait a minute. Huh? I guess I only have one move, no? Yo, am I getting walked down into something weird at the moment, y'all? I already feel like I'm at a significant disadvantage here. And I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what he's doing. He's trying to prevent me from moving. He's trying to go here, right? Because then my queen's gonna be in a bad position maybe, and he can't move the rook off, so then I have to kind of just sack my rook, and then that exchange is not ideal. I could probably try and prevent him from maybe taking that square. Something tells me to move here. I don't even know if that's the right option. I feel like this is just gonna be an ugly game of chess, but nonetheless, I gotta fight till the end, man. I gotta fight till the end. If I got nothing else, I gotta fight till the end. Maybe there. I think even though I'm really not that far down on like material, I'm down 2 pawns. My pawn structure, my pawn structure is pretty ugly. My king's kind of exposed. What can I do? Maybe this isn't honestly a bad thought anymore. It's not the best, but at least I can get rid of some of the immediate attack that I feel like he's trying to throw my way. Because even if he takes here, I'll recapture, and then my king's protected on this side to an extent. Is this worth it though? Me going to get his king out and Okay, I think it is, right? Because something's telling me to move the queen here. At least I got these stacked up now. Really, he could just move his bishop back, but I think that maybe stops him and he loses a little bit of tempo, if I'm thinking about this right. Okay. Is that... Okay. I gotta recapture with my bishop, right? And free up space for my rook to come into play. Oh! I think I see a tactic. I think I see a tactic. I think I see a tactic. Wait. I might be able to do something. Ladies and gentlemen, I might be able to do something. Oh, he saw it. He saw it. Okay, he could escape now. Because I was going to push up here. He'd have to take it. And then I'd take, and then he'd be trapped, and it'd be checkmate. For a back rank make. That didn't work. But we've got daylight. And he kind of has to tighten up here. Because, okay, he can move his queen maybe here and force like an exchange or something. Or try to force an exchange. Which I might actually be obliged to accept. Because I think then I'd be able to get the better jump on his pawns. From the way that mine are set. What? Am I missing something, y'all? Okay, let's do this. Because if he tries something weird, which I don't know what he would do, I could put his king in check and figure it out from there. I don't like that I'm kind of giving him my backside here. I don't really like that I'm giving him my backside. But we're gonna see if we can't just try and find a mate, dude. Because I don't know if I'm gonna play this out, be able to win this in a sweaty game. I think one of my best options I have here. Maybe put him in check. He drops down. He didn't do it. Wait, okay. Maybe there's something here for me. Is there? If I go here, I'm still exposed and I lose queen for a rook. Not a bad option. I'll also elect to take a draw if he tries to repeat moves. I'm not mad at that kind of either. Okay, he's on the defensive. I think at this point, taking out some of his pawns isn't a terrible idea. And he's kind of... Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like he's taking himself out of the game this way. Okay, this is where it gets... Oh, no. Oh, no. I just lost my queen. Oh, no. I think that's GG's. What does this mean? This dude just chatted, then typed something crazy to me in Russian. What does that mean? I don't want to show it, and I don't want to say it, just because what if it's like something really crazy, you know? Oh, all it meant was fork. Okay. Yeah, I know, brother. I know. You got something. You got a good move on me. Good job. Imagine I translated it, though, and then it was something crazy in English. I would have had to cut that out. Okay. That was a good tactical find from him. I can't even hate on it. And I feel like if I walk myself into this way, I'm walking myself into getting mated. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Yeah. You played well despite some missteps in the middle game. Don't worry though, I'm here to help. I am curious to see like how they rated this game. I hate that in a game I dedicated to Danya, I did not play well, but it's okay. Because regardless, I think that was the most important thing, was that I was able to even come back to chess in general. If this is a game that y'all enjoyed, then that's enough for me, right? And with that in mind, if there is a direction for this channel and some ideas of things that you all would want, go ahead and let me know in the comments. I'm not saying that to fish for engagement. I'm truly curious because I want to engage more with my audience. And now that the road to 1,000 elo is done, I'm very, very, very open to playing viewers, and I have a lot more time to do so. So that's something I also want to do as well. But again, with that being said, thank you all for tuning in, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next time.